Hey, what's up, yo? It's Noguchi coming at you with another comic book haul. This is my second one of the day, actually. I've got a lot of books to show. First of all, as always, I want to start off by thanking everyone who takes the time to watch my video and leave a comment. And also to issue the COPA statement that this video is intended for adults and not children, although usually I do not post any content or verbalize any words that are inappropriate. So, I've got thousands of books to bag and board, and like I mentioned in my last video, I'd ran out of Mylars and fullbacks, and so I got some in. This book I picked up 2 weeks after Endgame to give you an idea. Most of the books in this video are quarter, unless I mention otherwise. So this is Captain America: Sentinel of Liberty, number 8. And number 9, which is number 8, their first appearance of Falcon or Sam Wilson picking up the shield as Captain America for a quarter. When the movie first came out, these books were 20-25 bucks, and they have cooled down significantly. Now this one is in mint, near mint, and this one had 2 bad spine ticks there. Looked like they were from they were in a rack or something. Someone bent them down when they first came out, and that one is in there mint. But for quarter, I wasn't gonna leave that there. Together as a pair, they still sell for about $10 or $5 a piece, maybe. Pretty decent price. I'm gonna hold on to these until maybe when the streaming show comes out on Disney Plus. It might get some heat, and maybe I'll try to offload it then. Usually I don't sell my comics, but I'm getting to the point where I don't have enough room for books, and I need to start thinking what to do. This is Marvel 2-in-1. Last issue for quarter. That's in high grade near mint. I got this Defenders number 100, also in near mint for quarter. Silver Age Classics, Action Comics 252, reprinting the first appearance of Supergirl. Anytime I see those and they're in high grade, I will pick them up. If they're not in high grade, then I'll leave them there. I don't know how many of those were printed. I know there's quite a few of those Millenniums and Silver Age Classics that can go for $5 easily. So I picked that up for a quarter. X-Men Classic number 74. Number 75, covers by Adam Hughes. Number 77. And number 78. So that completes my run of Adam Hughes covers on Classic X-Men. Those were all a quarter in high grade. Speaking of which, here's Marvel Age number 2, which I showed in the last video, and I started thinking, is this the first appearance of the 2 Alpha Flight members, Puck and Marina? Because I wasn't sure if this predated Alpha Flight number 1, but it does by several months. Alpha Flight number 1 came out in August, and this came out in May. And initially I thought this was the exact same cover as Alpha Flight number 1, but it's not quite the same cover. Aurora Northstar in a different configuration with Snowbird. He's not pointing. And then there's the Marvel Universe characters surrounding them, and they're saying, back off, we'll take care of it, or something like that. So I thought I'd show that again to mention that. So that's technically the first appearance of Marina and Puck. This comic here I bought online. This is Vampirella number 1. This is the Art Germ variant. And this is technically a first printing, but it's a different printing they did after they did the initial multiple covers of Vampirella number 1 printings. So this red is like a plastic cover over top of the regular cover that's got the logo and this red coloring to make it look like blood that flips back, and then you see the Vampirella cover, the Virgin cover by Art Germ. So I didn't quite understand it when I bought it, but it's kind of a cool effect. And it was cover price, so I bought that. But, now this I got at the sale that Midtown was having. Star Wars #1, the 1 in 50 variant by Alex Ross. Now this cover here, when it first came out, I tried to buy it, and I would bid online, and I would bow out at about $25 because for whatever reason, most of the Alex Ross variants just don't go for a lot of money. I mean, I don't know why, unless it's a key issue, but just variant covers in general don't go for a tremendous amount of money. So, there's a few exceptions of Alex Ross covers, like, Immortal Hulk #2, the Detective Comic 1000, Homage. They go for some money, but in general, they don't. And so I thought for a 1 in 50 variant, $25 was the top money that I was going to pay. And so when it got to about $25, then when you add shipping and postage, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it. And so even to buy it now, I considered $19.99, but then with shipping and postage, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do it. And then when they had this one sell for like $8, I was like, that's a no-brainer. And I actually regret not buying more than one copy. It's a near mint, 1 in 50 of Alex Ross variant. And spoiler alert on second note, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker was somewhat a disappointment. I can understand why fans aren't really digging it too much. I mean, it's not like they're hating on it like Episode 1, but it just, just wasn't the same. I actually liked Force Awakens and Rogue One as better Star Wars movies. I'm hoping that now that they finished with the initial canon series, that the other sub stories will be better, more grittier. I think the Star Wars movies are very much geared towards trying to kind of blend a child geared towards movie and adult towards movie. So, but it was all right. I mean, it's nice to see a Star Wars movie, but didn't like it as much as Rogue One. I really liked Rogue One, its storyline. So I won't leave any more tidbits about it because I don't want to spoil it for those that seen. I just actually saw it this past Friday, just because of my schedule. Bought these for $1. Suicide Squad #4, #5, Rebirth, cover B by Lee Bermejo, I think. Harley Quinn and Killer Croc. Pretty nice covers. They were $1. Then I got these for $1. Scooby-Doo Apocalypse, or Scooby Apocalypse, the deaf in quotes of Freddy. When this book first came out, I mean, it was sold out everywhere, and it went like bonkers. I don't really collect this comic, so I don't even know if they brought him back. But I mean, this was going for like $25 now, and I think it's probably cover price or less. This is the first print, near mint, decent price. Green Lantern $25. This is the cover B by Peterson. Didn't have it, so I bought it. Heroes in Crisis #2. This is a third printing, but they call it, instead of third printing, final printing of this with the sketch of Batman. And it's, the storyline was okay in the beginning. It got kind of wordy at the end, but in this particular issue, this is Harley Quinn, and she's choking out Batman with one of his lassos. So the big three, the Trinity, came and confronted her as possibly the person killing everyone: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. And she asked Batman if he still has that kryptonite in his utility belt, and he lies and said no. And then she says, I don't believe you, and she, attacks him, gets kryptonite, incapacitates Superman, grabs Wonder Woman's lasso. I can't remember what she does to incapacitate Wonder Woman, but then she chokes out Batman. And I like Harley Quinn, but I think it's a little much. I mean, it is comics, but I think the scenario where Batman has weapons and plans and scenarios of how to incapacitate the Justice League is more believable than Harley Quinn taking out the big three like quickly like she did. So, but it made for good art and good story, I guess. But I got that because I like that cover. My favorite artist is Adam Hughes, but I also like Art Germ. And this was the #1 connecting cover of Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. Now, it didn't connect quite like it's supposed to. I don't know if that was an intentional misprinting or not, but when it initially came out, it was limited to 1 copy per person for cover B. So I found a few more copies at another shop and picked them up because I think they have long-term potential. Although it probably was very highly printed, so we'll see. This is House of X, and I paid cover price for this. This is House of X #4, the Sarah Pichelli variant. Cover price. When this book first came out, I mean, it was going for $10. I don't think it goes for that anymore. Fantastic Four #15, Mary Jane tribute by J. Scott Campbell. Got that for $1. Thunderbolts #1. I think this is volume 2, maybe even volume 3. I don't know. I have to look into that. $1. I got this. This is the 1 in 25 variant of Thunderbolts #1 by Mark Bagley, and this I got for $5. Now, I thought it was actually worth more than that, and for $5, I thought that was a good deal, but it probably only goes for $5. And with the rumors of the movie coming around, I think that this could have some potential. I think the second printing in this with a different color goes for more than $5, maybe $10. I got this for $1, but it needs a pressing. It's got a creasing or whatever you want to call that there. This was not in a bag or board in the box, and so I think someone looked at it, slopped it back down, and the cover got wrinkled up. But for $1, other than that, the spine is crisp. It's pretty white cover. It's clean front and back, particularly for a comic that wasn't bagged and boarded. And for $1, that can easily be pressed out. I think that was a decent deal for $172 a Spawn low print run. This is another one of those anniversary border covers from the 80s, 25th anniversary of Fantastic Four, or Marvel Universe Fantastic Four. $296, nothing significant other than it's double anniversary issue, I guess. Spawn 65 for $1. I think the print run was still pretty good then. Web of Spider-Man #1 annual. Wasn't quite sure if I had this book, but I bought it because it's Charles Vest's cover. It was from '85 at a time when I was probably in high school, maybe. And I wasn't spending all my money on comics, let's just say. So, there was a chance I didn't have it, and so for $1, it was still pretty clean and in their mint. And Charles Vest is a local guy from the town that I grew up in, so I was like, yeah, for $1, I'll buy that. I think this is a beautiful cover. Greg Land, highly printed X-Men Phoenix Endsong. Great cover of Phoenix. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. 52 week 9. This is in VF Plus. First cameo appearance of Kate Kane as Batwoman. Another anniversary border issue. Outflight number 40, and they're meant about this only because it was in really high grade. This is Tarzan number 1, and the corners are sharp. There's no spine ticks. It was clean. I said it's near mint 9.0, and the only reason why I say it's a 9.0 is because the interior pages are off-white. They're not yellow, they're not white, and so I think that downgrades it to a near mint minus. Got this cool Venom cover, Spider-Girl number 5. Kind of cool cover. I don't know if it has any heat on it or not. Flash from Volume 1, number 300. That was in pretty high grade, so I bought that for a quarter. These I got for run fillers, number 53. Flash Volume 2, number 70, and number 71. So that almost completes my run of Volume 2. So I've got scattered issues of Volume 1, and for Volume 2, I think I'm missing like 4 issues. And then that would give me every Flash comic printed from Volume 1 onward. Rebirth, New 52, Flash, Fastest Man Alive, Flash, Brightest Day, Darkest Night, or whatever it is. I've gotten all of the Flashpoint, Flash issues. I'm a big Flash fan. So I'm almost there. I don't think I'll be able to complete Volume 1 just because the books are so pricey and hard to come by and decent grade, and I want at least 7.0 in all those books. This is Wonder Woman Just Imagine by Stan Lee and Jim Lee. This is the back cover by Adam Hughes. As you know, Adam Hughes did all the back covers for this series or one shots. This was a quarter and at a cover price of $5.95, and so I thought that was a good deal. I have several copies of this one. They usually don't go for much money, $1 or cover price, except for the Catwoman one. The Catwoman one that has Adam Hughes covering the back goes for some money. The Wonder Woman can go for a little bit of money, like $5 or $10, but not much more than that. The Catwoman goes for $20, I think, pretty consistently. Be kind of a short video. Got War of Gods number 3 and number 4. They were in high grade for a quarter. Some more Wonder Woman, number 70, Brian Boland. Number 100, the death in parentheses of Artemis. And I got that. I have multiple copies of this, but this was in pretty high grade. It's a black cover, so it's easy to get spine ticks, and there were none on this. Corners are crisp, it's clean, the back is clean, and so for a quarter I was picking that up. Wonder Woman number 101 by John Byrne, 220, 222, and 226. Then I got some more Emma Frost because I never remember which issues I have already, which is Emma Frost number 2 by Greg Horn, pretty hot cover. Number 4. Well, this one is a gorgeous cover. I really like this cover. Number 5. And then number 6. Then some other books I have, just because they're available, I'm going to show them. Jenny Frison, cover B, Wonder Woman 83. That's not my favorite cover of hers. I mean, she's done some fabulous covers for Wonder Woman, cover B. I think this run is going to be similar to Adam Hughes at some point. I wish I could find some more for $1. People seem to find them for $1, but I've never found any of her covers for $1. And then I got this. This is number 79, which I think is one of her better covers. Beautiful cover. Really like that cover, actually. And I only got one copy of TMNT cover A, number 100. And then number 3, a Fearless, part of the connecting covers of by Jenny Frison. I gotta find the rest of them and see if I have them all and see if I can connect it and see what it looks like. But that's 20 minutes, so I'm going to end it there. And I might post another video today as I keep bagging. I've bagged quite a few comics already today. But I appreciate your time, and peace out.